this early? There is still a lot left to do.
Welcome back to Mango 3. I'm here. We're going to continue with Genshin Impact. We were working on, I guess, trying to break out of the prison in Fontaine, the Fortress of Meripede. And also there's a New Year thing, and I want to try out the new characters before it expires too. So we'll start out with the new characters, and then we'll continue with breaking out. Alright, game started. I heard it. There it is. Okay. Here we are.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Whoa, she's speaking in echo. Must be Paul. This is the New Year one I want to start too. Let's continue here and try this character. Xian Yun. She's pretty cool, and also Naida. Definitely want to try her again. She's definitely, from what I've heard, the best character in the game. So. We'll see what we want to, if we want to try to pull for anybody or just try them out here and get some points. Cloud transmogrification. Turning into a bird. Converted to sky ladder. Used 3 times. Used in mid-air. Plunging attack. Drift cloud wave. Star with her. Oh my gosh. Super complicated. Adeptal assistance. Okay, so she must call in the Adeptus.
Make way for the Adeptus!
Pretty cool. And then we have a side character that's new also.
He returns! Mighty mythical beast! Many happy returns! Sorry, pal! Up to it, Monzai!
Stray clouds converge! Witness the power of the wild! I'm going in! Seize the skies!
Cool. That's cool. They have a new button here, so you can just quickly go to somebody else. I'll have to go back and forth a million times. Looking forward to the Super Bowl.
Jeremy Nolly! Roll!
I'm kind of biased.
Eat this! Nice and spicy! Make yourselves a home!
gentle. Come a little closer.
Share your knowledge. Committed to memory. Yours too. Nice and spicy.
Crushed it. Alright, we'll grab these. I'll try getting these just because. Main quests. Pounce forward. Charmed Cloud Strider. Something like that.
Mini Hopper returns!
Don't be scared. Not now. Be amazed.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Mighty Mythical Beast! Alley-oop!
Spotlight. Step on up.
Mini Hockey returns!
Very strong, very fast at dealing damage. Cool. Alright, looks like it for now. Head back to the main quest. Main story quest.
Next on the agenda,
Just fall down. Wherever you were.
Please sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Meripede via the regular channels.
Yeah.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and... Huh?
Uh-oh.
What's happening?
Thought I was getting out. Are you okay?
I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
Earthquake.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Alright, you. Right, sleep. What's up with that? You dropped something heavy?
next on the agenda,
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
The earthquake?
Yeah, what was with the earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it this today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
Actually, today's the day we say goodbye to the fortress.
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep.
It's you two. Are you leaving now?
That's right! Today is our last day in prison! But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice!
A lot of people have helped us out.
Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now!
Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Well, you actually agreed! No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking!
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
No, that's alright. It's not like we'll never visit.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Meropide is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Nervalet was the one who asked us to come here, we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia.
You're going to see Monsieur Nervilette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
Alright, head to the Palais Mermonia. Get out.
We're way behind schedule.
Wouldn't it be easier just to We'll find out in a second. Yeah, they won't go far. Let's just use some teleportation. And we're here.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Nervalet did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me, would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here, but you can see yourselves in.
Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
Been in prison for a month, no shower.
Nervalet!
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's alright, we just ate.
Very well then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede, and it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
You and Paimon tell Neuvillette everything that happened.
A massive whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Teyvat. Therefore, we can only assume that Childe is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? And is he okay?
He's not from Fontaine, so he won't dissolve.
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself.
Something we'd like to ask you.
Yes? What is it?
What was the tremor we thought
Oh,
earlier?
right! Paimon felt it too! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
Yes, Bina de Rosilla headquarters is there.
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
Sounds like a plan.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
All the buildings here seem to be in pretty rough shape now. There's nobody around. Were they all dissolved? No, let's not assume the worst yet.
Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... Paimon means we need to check on her. a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
Found somebody.
Look! There's someone on the roof over there!
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance. All right. Just hurry. I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own? My Desiree!
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
It's Navia! She's over there! Hey, Navia! Are you okay?
Still alive.
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down.
Broke his leg.
Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right, you'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aquabus. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved.
Oh,
Those
no.
who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights.
It was primordial seawater then.
The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Yeah, we're here to help. You can put us to work.
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Wait, we're missing some people, are we?
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
By the way, where's Melus and Silver?
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
I'll be right there.
Gotta run.
Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Navia walks around talking with many people, organizing various matters.
Okay, the wounded are being tended
She's being
to,
reasonable.
and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
I understand.
Thank you. Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia?
There's no need to push yourself so hard.
Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Melus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just gone. I just can't.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I'd always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Yeah, we're here for you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy Ray, Joinville, Julianne, Esson, as well as Malus and Silver. So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
No one's sacrifice is truly necessary.
Right! Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your words.
Oh, really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. That doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the fortress of Maripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals.
So the time for jolly cooperation has come?
Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times and seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck, and at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents. Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you. Which is why I want to give you this task.
Can you trust an outsider like me?
The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes, but I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Navia's strong, but she needs company right now. We can be that company.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, traveler?
We'll go together.
All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
Alright, daily commissions is complete. Alright, that's a little bit of a ways. I'll go ahead and turn in the commission. We're probably going to teleport anyway.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
We have a claim all, dispatch again all buttons. Saves about 8 clicks. Alright, teleport way down there. The closest one is actually here. Alright, I'm gonna take this one. No, I'll take this one. Yeah. I'm just gonna use it. Looking for the ruins. Be back in a minute.
Sit, pumpkin. Pumpkin, sit. Firecracker, sit. Sit, firecracker.
But thick as you are, pay attention! The shape of an L on her forehead.
Sit, pumpkin. Pumpkin, sit. Firecracker, sit. Sit, firecracker.
but thick as you are. Pay attention. The shape of an L on her forehead.
Pumpkin, sit. Pumpkin, sit. Firecracker, sit. Good boy. Sit. Good boys.
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
We can see what achievements we got recently. The goals once wept. Witness the Poisson disaster. Yep. In this water? Some water you can swim in. Looks like yes, I can swim. Can't dive in this water. Alright. You shall dive. Alright, we're here. Made it to the ruins.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about? Whoa, talk about old.
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
Palace of Secrets. Recommended party level 90. Didn't have any specific abilities. We'll go ahead and... This is a ranged one. This is the strongest healing one. Let's swap out D-Luke for... I guess those are 4 of our best ones. They're 90s. If we need a specific element, we'll come back. I guess we'll go ahead and start. They didn't call for any specific elements. Okay. Search the ruins.
Next on the agenda.
Alright, those look like some monsters. Let's get ready to fight.
Useless. Born of ice and frost. Disappear. Here. Here.
Thanks for telling me. I fell for it. Okay. I think we're escaped.
This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
I was thinking that you should go back to safety now.
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here. Don't get Paimon wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's just that...
No, you're right.
You need a bubble.
I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you.
Maybe there's... From the looks of things here, maybe there's no way back.
That complicates things. Maybe
How's
the
it
only
going,
way
Dallas?
left is forward.
Catching up on some story. Am I
Do you
behind?
want to wait for us here?
I'm catching. I've never been this far. I'm plodding along. I just broke out of jail
The
finally.
water levels here are
Been
unstable.
in jail for a while.
And there's a chance the water
How are
will
you doing?
rise.
Who you got in the Super Bowl, by the
Staying
way?
here wouldn't be safe either. I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
Seems like there isn't any other option.
All right. Come with us for now then, but please be careful.
Doing good. I like KC. I like them too. It's not so much that I like KC than I just hate the Niners. They're really annoying, especially for the Cardinals. So I wonder if I had somebody from Fontaine, if I jumped in the water, would I help? Do I have anybody on my team from... Oh, I can't change. Can't test that out. I think the Niners are the better team, so we'll probably win. But I hope that some miracle happens and we'll race their necks and both teams fall off the face of the planet. Leaving for the Cardinals and the other teams to do better. One of my friends is actually moving to Dallas. I told them they're gonna live near the airport, the Love Field. Give them like a padmapper.com, told them to look for places to live. They want a place that's quiet, not too noisy, not too urban.
Something wrong with this bridge?
One of my good friends. Oh no, no, no! How is he falling faster? Oh no, she's gone. We just lost Navia. Me too, being a Dallasite, I hate San Francisco. Plus Mahomes went to Texas Tech. Oh, where I went to school. Oh my gosh, you went to Texas Tech. My brother was dying to get into Texas Tech. That was his dream school. He didn't get in, so he ended up going to Virginia Tech. But Texas Tech, we definitely are always rooting for them. That's awesome that you went there too. That is cool. That's a reason right there. The only reason to root for the Niners would be the underdog. The quarterback, Brock Purdy, was like the last pick in the draft, so going for the underdog is good.
Demoiselle?
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Hmm? Oh, was I sleeping?
Yes, it would appear so.
I must be tired.
that's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot. It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had a nap today yet. Have I? This is a familiar feeling, yet something's a little strange.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right. Yes. I remember now.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for. Why, I wasn't even the guarantor for that person. They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor Obina was getting fed up with them.
Lantern Rite event. There's a free 4-star Lantern Rite event? I didn't even know there was one.
To calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to
I
say.
didn't even know that existed.
That's
Is that
right.
the New Year event?
By the way,
I was going to do that one after
what
this
was it
one
that you
today.
wanted to give to
Maybe
Miss
in,
Navia
like,
again?
About 5 minutes, depending on
One moment, I have it right here.
if there's a break. Are the options anybody?
Miss Nadia, these are some flower seeds
you
that I
pick?
prepared. Please take them.
8 to choose
They're a
from.
very
Okay.
good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful once they bloom. I don't know what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation. I hope you won't refuse.
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them. Malus, we do still have some empty flower pots at home, right?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs. Burnett's flowers.
I would probably pick somebody I
Very
don't
well.
have, just because I like the uniqueness and
Something
freedom.
seems to be off here.
New guy
Excuse
gaming.
me, madam.
Most of the others
If
have
I'm
5
not mistaken,
constellations
your
already.
name is
nice,
Burnett,
good choice. That way you don't
correct?
accidentally
That's right.
get above.
Is something wrong?
Gaming was fun.
no,
We tried
it's
him out at the
nothing.
beginning of the stream, and he
This
was
is the
super
first
fast
time we've
and
ever
strong.
met, but your name seemed familiar to me.
The
I must
fire
have
guy.
heard it when I was discussing things with your husband previously. I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, I'm sure of it. And why are there so few people around here?
Yeah, I agree.
Where did everyone go?
We must mind the time, Demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Get putting on that
We do?
mask on his face.
Like
so-
what?
I think he
Well,
had a sword.
how did you forget?
Sword or broadsword?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the Opera House?
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going.
Oh? All right then.
That's interesting. Those people's faces look like they were underwater. Her face was perfectly rigid, almost like she's not dead yet. Unless she just died. They were trying to do foreboding of her helping the other girl just a few minutes ago. Her father, whatever you call it.
Look, it's Navia!
Yeah,
She's
see,
here!
Look at the face, it's kind of greenish.
And her two attendants are with her.
Oh, she's also blurry now.
Goodness, everyone's finally here.
These are all the people that died.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly excited about something. I even know some of these people. Karina, Desiree,
These are all the dead people.
Joyville, Julien, Essen. Why are so many people here? And why do I have no recollection of this case? And as for the judge... huh? Where's Monsieur Neuvillette?
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But are you sure you can stand behind me?
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today is an exception.
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Enough with the whispering! Could someone please tell me where Monsieur Neuvillette is? And why I am standing trial?
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? In that case, allow me to explain. As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rosula, someone held in high regard by every soul in Poisson. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rosula fought for the well-being of those in Poisson.
Bayonetta. Who's Bayonetta?
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely.
Is there like a bird thing?
And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties. You are one with us.
I am not familiar with the older game.
We are inseparable. We are one big family. All of us who are from Poisson,
they recycle
inextricably
so many
linked.
The Archer on
and with you
from
being
the other
so
game
important, we couldn't possibly do without you.
Genshin,
Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us
Honkai
forever.
Impact 3.
Huh? What are you saying? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having me stand here like this? What is there to discuss?
Oh, well, if that's what you think, then I have no further comments.
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Melus?
What was that, Mr. Melus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty!
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady.
Well, the
Mr.
five-star
Swallowfield, you
is
only
the
know
adept guy
of Navia's
Cloud
goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand to help others. Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro! Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water accepts all, blends with all. It will surely accept her kindness. Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro, and in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion represents justice.
Oh, they're trying
now I speak for everyone.
pretend
Our
like
opinion is
everyone
consistent.
agrees the
Navia
water
should
takes
stay.
over everything.
We and Navia are one.
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean
to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice.
Oh, like if everyone agrees
Silver
1
and
plus
I
1 is
shall
3,
defend
then that
Demoiselle.
means 1 plus 1 is 3.
And that is how we will enforce justice.
My head. It hurts.
Demoiselle.
Sometimes
Silver, it hurts.
popular opinion.
My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier.
You're all dead.
Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice. We are the will of all. Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia
Did you try for
belongs to
the
us.
Shunyun or
After all that
Navia?
happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
Naida?
What are you
I want to try
saying?
for Naida
No more
if I
excuses!
get enough crystals or gems.
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people? Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss Navia, she...
Silence!
Haha. Look who showed up.
That's...
Everyone disappears. Haha.
Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, Demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind or something?
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye.
5 for Shunyun. Only at 30.
Malus.
5-star, but it was Kitching.
Silver.
Oh, I think Kitching's cool. I got
Quickly,
her
you must come now.
not long
Goodbye.
ago. I don't think I've ever used her, but I got her. You already have Naida?
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake? Good.
Okay.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were...
Oh, good.
They were defending me at some
So I'm not
insane
crazy for
trial.
trying for her.
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare? Paimon could give you a hug.
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I
What is it?
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you.
Excellent Dendro applicator.
Were it not for their intervention,
that's why I want to get her.
would not have been
She's
able
the
to
best.
rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
So people that are dissolved become Oceanids?
Perhaps those 2 Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me. To think that they'd keep doing so even after death.
Please come with me.
Neverlet, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about?
My mind always talks.
I suppose so.
By the way, Sigewinne sends her regards.
Ah, Sigewinne. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the Fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
No way, don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewinne would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewinne made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well in the Fortress of Meropide.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about something else then.
You're the expert here, Paimon. What should we talk about?
So, Neverlet, you're probably quite the swimmer, huh?
Yes, of course.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else. How did you find these ruins? Did the knave tell you?
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up so quickly?
Hope Navia can get her back on her feet. Get back on her feet.
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
Alright! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Alright, we get a battle. Battle with a kitty on our lap. This will be interesting. He's coming towards me. I'm waiting for him. Alright, Fire Knights are our best strategy before.
Born of ice and frost.
Evil conquering! Worthless!
He's licking like crazy. He's like, if I lick him, he'll pick me up and throw me up.
Oh no, another unstable path. Watch your step.
Here we go again. Oh, fall, don't fall. Okay, we're good. Oh my gosh, now we got 3 of them. Alright. It helps when you know exactly what move there is. Hey, look at that tiny chest. It had 5 crystals in it, not bad. I have to hold the cat because he's gonna eat the groceries.
Steady as stone. Time to clean up. Blaze over. I can fix this. I must leave no stone unturned. I'll catch up.
Gotta heal the loot.
Steady as stone. Ice and frost.
Retribution!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Hey, we got the big guy. We got the other guy with the crazy
Furniture?
Access denied. All hail. As a good night show. Leave it all to me.
Lament! Worthless! Here!
sana.
Created an elevator. Try to take us up to the top to get that little springboard. Another battle. Investigate the space age.
Looks like we've reached the end.
We did it.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
There seems to be something on the wall.
Stone slates. It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
He said, uh-oh.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past. Say what?
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this...
Island in the sky.
What is this? Some kind of island in the sky?
Ha!
And is
Stole
that
my words from
Lady Farina in the
so
third
weird how
image?
She says exactly
Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water?
The fourth image. I know this one.
Farina.
This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
Yes, they do seem to match.
More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it, most likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy's sure to come true.
Cat hair everywhere.
I really hope it doesn't mean that.
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird when you look at them together.
I get what you mean, Paimon. The issue is the order of the third and fourth images, right?
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
Second is also quite concerning. What sin are the people in the images confessing?
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone, or some people, once saw these slates?
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Honestly, who created the slates doesn't matter now. The real question is whether things will truly play out as the prophecy says. Alright, now we get a chest. And a bunch of new stuff. Any other things we forgot? Yes, no, maybe. Got hair all over my face.
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat!
Just head back to the Fleuve Cendre and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion with you.
Alright, see you tomorrow.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Paimon's getting a little scared now that it's come to this.
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fleuve Cendre is always open to you as ever, so please don't think you're an imposition. Alright, I'll be on my way then.
They both depart. You head back to the Spina base at Fleuve Cendre. Are you gonna teleport me back? Got you. Got the pumpkin again. Come back to the scene of the crime.
We're finally back!
Welcome back.
Never mind, he's gone.
We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight.
Yay! And there's good food too! Navia, no, the boss is the best!
You did great as well, Paimon.
Ooh, desserts! Nice! These are all Paimon's! Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
Mona's here.
Oh, that voice. Is that who I think it is?
Huh?
It's you two. What are you doing in Fontaine?
Lady Majestus, did the stars not tell you that we might meet here?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadter surname?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change that name. There was nothing for it, really.
Persona.
She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan.
It isn't?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy as well?
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one.
And may I ask what your master's name is?
Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something?
Trismegistus.
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice as great scholar of the stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrologists.
Thrice as great? That's so petty.
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but when she took me in, she changed her name to Trismegistus.
Talk about excessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's alright if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
How about Triple Appetite Paimon?
That sounds terrible! But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt, right?
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dorman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt City.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
Did you come to Fontaine because of the prophecy, Mona?
That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less scary.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of all Teyvat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, The prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a mistake.
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person really exist?
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar.
I need to ascertain the accuracy of your prophecy. Could you help me get in touch with the master?
Are you sure? All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious look on your face. I'll tell you once I hear back from her.
Thanks, Mona! You're amazing as always!
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are quite welcome.
That's the greatest of astrologists for you! Of all the people we know, you know the star's the best!
Indeed, indeed. That's the spirit.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the Spina di Rosula.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks.
Well, we were making a ruckus. Try to keep it down next time, Paimon.
If Paimon hadn't spoken for you, it'd be you getting all the weird looks. The things Paimon does for you.
Alright. Thanks, Paimon.
That's more like it.
After the conversation, you get a good night's sleep, replenishing your energy.
Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, Traveler. We agreed to go see Neuvillette, so let's pack it up and get going.
Alright, let's go to his office. Let's do that quest. What do you call it? Vibrant Harriers locked in sprinklers. I think this is the one I was talking about. Okay, Vibrant Harriers aloft in spring breeze. This is basically Chinese New Year. Walk around Liyue Harbor. Do that. Which got here. Walk around the harbor. Got a hole in the ceiling. Can I fall through it? I can.
Ka-ching! And Charlotte! Paimon never thought she'd see you two together.
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
Well, yes. And...
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern Rite is kites.
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade.
Yeah, remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? That's what it was about. But all I really did was use my network to introduce Lady Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation.
In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive. But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon. How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think? Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
The ratio, and weight, and angle, and all that fun stuff. That's interesting. Not a bad idea. That sounds awesome.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We're having trouble keeping up with demand. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon!
That's the
Toys?
speed, too, obviously. You have to go above a certain
Not
amount of
exactly
speed.
toys.
You see, Miss Kuching? That does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural
That's why
relics,
planes stall when you go too
outside
slow.
of their use in certain
You go below the
ceremonies, I
ratio,
suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now. But to me,
So for
there's
kites,
so
it
much
has to be
more than
lightweight,
that.
have the right angle, the wind has to be
Think
right.
for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this light piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true in sound,
We
a
started
lone
watching
traveler
the-
wanders, just waiting to be found."
Bananas are back. The first game in season was yesterday. It's a fan of bananas.
In the past, poets from Liyue used kites
getting
to
even
symbolize
crazier.
a feeling of longing,
You got a bunch
or
of new
evoke the
players that are really
peacefulness
good.
of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people
It's
of
funny
tomorrow.
watching the new players try the tricks.
That's the Kuching we know,
Falling flat
always
on
thinking
their
5 steps
face.
ahead of anyone else.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
They're all like YouTubers. They don't watch.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share. I also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. It's another one of our precious forms of traditional craftsmanship. My grandfather told me that, back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string. Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds.
That's why it looks funny.
Some
It's
people
bamboo
write
paper.
down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down. Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free. Fascinating. What else can you tell me? The scissored-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small variations in meaning. Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine. I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
Have you ever read the books you find in the game?
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Hope it goes well.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lantern Rite.
I probably have 100.
If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate.
Or 10.
The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize. I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
Haven't had a whole lot of free time. Got it in the bag.
Maybe tone it down a bit, Traveler. What if we don't win? It's better to keep a low profile until the competition starts. Then we'll give them a show they never saw coming. Oh, that secret prize is ours.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
You bet! See you then!
I guess we have to do the performance and then we get the character.
Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people lurking over there?
Let's Pumpkin and Firecracker.
Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Keqing and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy.
I agree.
Great, so it wasn't just Paimon. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite. Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans before they even begin. You go right, Paimon will go left.
Wait, Paimon. Orioles, Baskin Spring, Heaven, something. Heavens present auspices. Talk to the suspicious people. Paimon's already over there.
Oh! It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from? You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy. Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Mooncarver. For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds, there's no way he'd humble himself down here with the rest of us.
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess, you're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jiahu.
Huh. Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands. We'll go straight to the Millelith and have you arrested for impersonating a deaf guy.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
If you really are who you claim to be, perhaps you can prove it?
Right. Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
During the last Lantern Rite, we gathered at Mount Hulao with Rex Lapis and made use of Cloud Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare bamboo shoot soup. Perhaps you have some recollection?
Yeah,
the flavor of that soup was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that singular occasion, providing other recipes to boot. Since then, one has dabbled in the pleasures of the culinary arts whenever time allows.
Dabbled? Upon one's last sojourn to your mountain, did you not immediately attempt to hide the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as one's presence was known?
Did one not speak up on your behalf but a moment ago? This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity of our claim.
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one bears no difference from Cloud Retainer. Forget it. One does not have the breath to waste on such petty trifles.
I suppose they really are the Adepti.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon, sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
Take it as a compliment to the quality of your disguise. Few people will be able to see through it.
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just... Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver? It's not really your thing, is it?
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor. With Lantern Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day, she has failed to appear.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid, Cloud Retainers in this case.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
Huh. So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now consumes her.
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
One surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. To call on her would only invite her rebuke. However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
Sure! Leave it to us! Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lantern Rite!
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble, and it turned out to be people we knew all along! Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stall. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier, the better!
Welcome! Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me to go over the different designs?
Ooh! A scissor kill swallow! And a butterfly! And oh!
This jade chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
Of course. The jade chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite.
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Oh, yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite-making materials.
Wonderful. I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
Gaming. That's funny.
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Yes. The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations. The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their families. So, our available workforce has seen a dramatic decrease recently. If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
We'll help.
Oh, wonderful. You will, of course, be compensated for your efforts. Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wushu dance costume. Should be on your right.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you a discount.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Scowl like that for much longer and your face might stay that way. Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation, and I'll pay.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect! Gaming is here! Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Yilong Wharf.
Oh! That must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win so easily next time.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one.
Probably are.
And you must be the Traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts. Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if you forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah?
No thanks necessary. That was like 5
So,
feet.
you here for Lantern Rite?
Yep.
Getting
It's
a free
always so
character.
lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Yilong Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect! We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can exchange stories, tell jokes, or just chat along the way. Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time. The ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices won't break the bank. You can order anything, and I promise you won't be disappointed.
Order anything?
Paimon seems to be drooling already.
Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our new friend?
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with my friends too. It just shows how close you are. Do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road? I can wait.
Nope, our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me to protect you. I am a guard, after all.
Oop, game froze. Nope, didn't freeze. They give me a list of things to do. Alright, part 1. Part 2. Paper shadows of foraging. Joyful beasts and their auspices. 2 silhouettes.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
So it's awfully familiar. Round and fluffy, soft and bouncy, jump and bump. Oh my guests, welcome, welcome, and allow me when soon to be the first to wish the two of you a joyous lantern rite. Happy lantern rite, Ms. Wenzoon. You seem to be reciting something just now. What were you talking to yourself about? Considering some delectable dessert, or perhaps a revolutionary recipe? Not far off the mark. Nearly a hole in one. I was just thinking about the food Guoba and Yuegui are gonna make. Eh? Those names we know. You know Guoba and Yuegui? Hehe, how could I not? You're looking at one of Wanmin Restaurant's regulars, you know? As long as I'm not on the road, I eat at least 7 meals a week at Wanmin Restaurant. When paired with my hometown style of cooking, first some lightly seasoned fare, then a spicy flavor bomb, it's just a smash hit. If I end up with too much heatiness, just need to down some of the right meds and flush it right out. And then after a couple days recuperating, back to gorging myself in Chowtown. Sounds amazing. Best take it easy. But Paimon also wants to try looking like that. Anyway, I get to see Guoba and Shanling pretty much every week, and sometimes even Lily Yao Yao. When Yao Yao brings Yuegui along to see Shanling, Guoba and Yuegui end up playing together. Ah, it's wonderful. No matter how exhausting work is, just watching them shake and sway is enough to sweep all your cares away. But I can't be the only one being cured by Guoba and Yuegui. I want everyone to bear witness to the cuteness for themselves. Well said. Now this is something important. But just how do you plan to do it? Unless these things on the table are... Bingo! I just made a paper theater featuring Guoba and Yuegui as the stars. Everything you see here in this stall is a prop for the paper theater. Paper theater, that name sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? Is it about the canvas behind you, watching the shadows on it? You guys may have heard of paper plays, traditional Liyue art form. By artfully using the pictures and lights, you can make the scenes on the scene come to life. I loved paper plays since I was a kid, and learned a bit about them from Master Yingong. After I grew up, I became a painter, studying and traveling all over. While I was in Fontaine, I learned a few new drawing techniques and a thing or two about filming. I had quite a few sparks of inspiration too. So using paper plays as a basis, I tried creating a novel interactive game, and thus the paper theater you see before you was born. Paper theater and paper plays also have very different styles. Paper theater focuses on simple, short stories that'll bring a smile to the audience. And that's why this year's first paper theater will be all about an especially amiable story. Guoba and Yuegui looking for ingredients to cook up something delicious together. Guoba and Yuegui cooking together, that sounds really interesting. fun and food in one place. Hey, it looks like you two are totally on board. Your excitement is inspiring. Then there's no time to lose. Please, just relax and get ready to enjoy the Paper Theater performance. Use the left stick to consume movement points. Guide Guoba and Yuegui to push the stick continuously to move continuously. Challenge to attain success with all efforts to reach the ingredients position. Each move with starting point in the front box within the stage will be recorded. Use the recall function to restore the stage layout. Previously recorded state can be used 3 times consecutively. I'm gonna real quick see if we have enough crystals before I forget to get Naida before she disappears. I think we can, because we need 4 more. Four more, and I think we could. Yep, we got 4. Let's try for Naida. Purple. That means no. Maybe we got Gami. We got Farutsan, which we already have. I guess he's like 2 or 3. See, we got Kitching. I'm working on it. And we got Ayaka recently, who's also awesome. Also level 60. Just got her. Yep, look at that. We got Constellation. Constellation number 4. Someday we'll use her. Especially if she's already a C4. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Dipper, watch it. Woot! Please enjoy. Woot! Egads! Alright, we got to do Fragrant Mountain Delicacies. Use the left stick to consume movement points. Push it continuously. We need to get to them. Can we cut through? Okay, so I guess we can't. Can we? Got it. Most of the build guides I've seen on her say she needs C6 before she's really good. Okay, that's good to know. I don't feel too bad about not using her. Alright, next one we need, when they leave the starting point, areas past will mark. Marked areas will be inaccessible. Returning along the marked path restores it. Kind of what I just did. Touch the key to release the corresponding block. If you can't reach the key, try pushing boxes or something else. Alright. Let's go for the key first, and then we'll go backward and go to the other thing. Cheating, but I'll take it. Alright, now we need a key to get to that. That's not gonna work. We're gonna grab that key faster. I can't even reach it. Can I just take this with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't work. 1, 2, 3. Top. Okay. Switch characters. Write them both to the ingredient. Alright, first we need the key, so let's switch characters. Teamwork. What about the other ones? Is there any more ingredients? Oh, they both have to reach it. Okay. 8 treasured. Alright, green key needs to come first, so I can't block myself. But I could grab that one. So many keys. Up there to reach that one. Both have to reach that. It's weird. That doesn't. Success! Intricately stuffed. Okay. He's got 7, that's too far. We need a box. She can get us a box. He can't get any. Well, he can move the box. There we go. Food. Need to get the box moved out of the way, so you get a job. That box there. She needs to get to that key, so I should probably use him. Down. That's not enough. Oh. If she moves the boxes downward, he can get. She can help herself. Starting point cart can be pushed by another character. Okay, so we can move each other off of a starting point. Her to get closer to the key. And get closer to that key. Then they both are within range. Success! We taught the sushi attack. Slow steam circuit. He needs to be moved, but not upward. Wait, where's that blue key next to me? Well, she can give him the box, which will help. Oh no, that was an accident. Blue key. Got the red key. Does not reach that. Interesting. She's got to move him. You can move her and then she can move him. Alright, he can't do much for his abs. He can push her towards something, but just grab the key while we're here. He needs to go that way, then he can reach that key. She can help him with that. also a green key. What's the green key for? Distraction? Oh, he needs it. Alright, that box needs to be moved back. Or I could just move that box. We're all within reach. Easy peasy. And that was it for that round. So they're giving me rewards. A lot of them. 2 levels. And I think that's it. I could talk to her before I can say the same thing. Joyful beasts and their auspices. New recipe. Xiaoqing. Yo, Happy Lantern, right, my dude and dudette? Say, you two wouldn't happen to be the big shots who came looking for Gaming, would you? We saw you before. You were hanging out with Gaming, right? Totally, hot diggity. You remember me? My luck's on fire. I heard you two are the best of the best, and there ain't nothing you can't do. I pop on over to Chiyu Rock to buy groceries every day, and even though it's close by, I still always hear people singing your praises along the way. That's right, we're the cream of the crop. Paimon's the best at eating, ain't nothing she can't swallow. Hey, Paimon's good at stuff besides eating, too. Wait, let Paimon think for a moment. What else is she good at? I've got it. Can ordinary people float? You're so white and light and fluffy, like a pigeon adeptus. Flying alone is amazing. I mean, it should be super easy to carry stuff and makes work a cinch. You should help your friend more. You're the Paimon Adeptus You're the Pigeon Adeptus Paimon. Here comes another strange nickname for Paimon. Alright, first one. Let's just ignore whether it's even possible for a pigeon to turn into an Adeptus for now. Paimon just wants to point out that she's always been helping Mangler. For example, if Mangler falls from a really high place, Paimon will grab onto him and make sure the fall isn't too painful. Even though Paimon's not strong enough to actually do much lifting, if Paimon really was a Pigeon Adeptus, she'd give Mangler a boost while he's using the wind glider to help him fly higher and farther. You two gotta practice more. Just like when I practice Wushu with Gami. The more you practice, the better you'll work together. Rapport ain't easy to build. It just so happens I've created a fresh new game. Hot off the press, it's called Just Wushu Dance. Wanna have a go? Not only can you work up your teamwork, you can learn all about the dance. Just Wushu Dance. You wouldn't happen to be talking about that big old doll next to you, right? Bingo! Authentic Wushu Dance is downright devilish to learn. Even if you've got a pro showing you the ropes, You won't be able to stick with it unless you love it and have got the perseverance to match. So I changed the rules for one style of wushu dance. Switched out some props, and boom, this game was born. It's also Lantern right now, so yeah, perfect for helping everyone enjoy themselves, work up an appetite, work off extra calories. Just put on your dancing shoes, well, dancing outfit, and see if you can grab the most tea breaks. You can dance and bump all over the shop. It's a hoot and a half. It sure sounds fun, but Paimon doesn't think she's strong enough to wear such a big outfit and play with other people. But Mangler is really good at games like this. Paimon will watch and learn from the sidelines. Bring it, I'm the dancing king. Tea-rific, those tea cakes will be a piece of cake. Huh? Pigeon Adeptus? Will you not personally participate? A pity. It's not a problem. Mangler and Paimon will be traveling together for a long time to come. We'll have plenty of chances to level up our teamwork. Also, who's to say Paimon won't learn a bunch about working with Mangler just from watching? Haha, you two are close. I'm starting to get a bit jelly. Then please, right this way. Let the dude of legendary deeds step right up and just wushu dance. I'm Pigeon Adeptus. You just sit back and enjoy the show. Complete stage objectives within the time limit, highest points possible. 2 people have to come in contact, 3 stages, details, 2 gameplay modes. Alright, they're trying to get me to
reduce to just
Dude of legendary deeds, possibly rock on. Collect tea bricks. Use them to knock other participants away. Multiplayer. Let's see what happens. So knock people away and grab points. The lowest ping will probably win. Whoever that is. Collect as many bricks. Use your team that is my characters. Sure, I'll use exactly what We won! Or no, we won. I got second place. Knock back the most people. Tied busy.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand.
That was weird. Okay. Aha, here are the characters. When I get to 800, I can pick one of these. Well, Gaming's the only one I don't have. I think I have Yao Yao. I know I have all these other ones. Do I have any? I think I do.
Those memories, so dark.
You have to complete it to unlock the portal. I have to get 6,000? Is that what they're trying to say? Oh, they have to do this quest. And then they unlock the other one. What are we looking for? Unable to do in co-op mode. Then turn off co-op mode. Yeah, it really comes down to either Gaming or one of the others to get you to C6. Getting the C6 is good, but you're going to get that character in, like, if you lose all the other ones. Like, I think I've gotten Noelle to C7 or 8 or 9 because I just keep getting her over and over and over.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Already maxed out on. You have several more worlds to go to, several more wishes to try. Alright, you wanted me to go to that other quest. Where's that one? Can I go there now? Oh, that's in a world I can't even go to yet. How the heck? Is that a new... let's try to go there. That would be an interesting thing to do. I guess if one of the others got me to C6, I played so long, most are already at C6, that's why I forgot me. Yeah, I think some of mine might already be at 6, but I think unless like one of them was like my favorite of all, like some people really like Shan Ling, you know, the spinning fire one. If that one was really my favorite. Eek, what's happening? Yeah, what happened?
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Carp's Rest. Oh, so that must be a new place I didn't really unlock. They unlocked it for me. Welcome. One's name is Fujin, the local Adeptus, and this is the tiny little teapot realm one calls home for now. Uh-huh. We were still doing the delivery just now. How did we suddenly end up... I see, so the paper is used to make kites, yes? Hey, I can feel festive fortune emanating from you. I hope that this sudden invitation will not ruin the fun. Hey? Well, happy Lantern, right? That said, Paimon's not sure this counts as an invitation. Huh. Were we the only ones brought here? Yes, my apologies for worrying your friend. But only the two of you have surpassing compatibility with local spirit names, which is why I can only invite you in. You know us? Yeah, new area is pretty cool. Oh, I see. So this wasn't like some kind of thing I missed, it just came up in one of the new updates. Yes, your names were carried here by the fish that swim, and I have thus long anticipated your visit. It is a pity that it is now not quite convenient, else I would have invited you to a tea tasting banquet. She looks like one of the characters in GI3, I think, or HI3. Speaking of which, I am quite sorry, but I have a request to make of you. We've still got a delivery to make, though. Yeah, Adeptus Fujin. Could we trouble you to be quick? Thank you. I presume the two of you have heard of the tea village of Chenyu Vale, Chaoying Village. This land has been famous for its cool, fragrant waters since ancient times. The people are of gentle character, and the pristine pebbles of its streams are exquisite. I hear a but incoming. Precisely. The waters and soil of Chenyu Valley have begun a change recently, as has the scent of its tea. Chaoying Village will inevitably decline should this persist. One hopes that you can resolve the disharmony of the soil and water on one's behalf. The water veins are spread across the mountains, but my power is no longer sufficient, nor is the present a good time for me to move about. Thus, I must rely on your kindness and aid. Well, this is a bit sudden, and we need to deliver some goods first. Also, we aren't exactly experts when it comes to dealing with soil and water. Is this a problem that Mangler can just solve with lots of violence? Still not getting it? Yep, I get it, no worries. Heh, just as I heard, you are quite direct. But fret not, you are clever by nature and should perceive clearly the difficulties you encounter. You can even perform your delivery first. It is no issue. Yes, it just appeared in the Lantern Ray update. Oh, I thought this was like a new area. Like one of those Fontaine updates. They're starting to piece the world together, all this dark stuff. Well then, allow me to share some of the adeptal energy dwelling in the mortal world with you, Mangler, to aid you in traversing the landscape and piercing the fog. Oh, right. It's nice to meet you. Okay. Welcome to this place. Welcome to Chenyu Vale. Also, happy Lantern Ray to you. Yep, happy Lantern Ray. Thanks, even though we were just looking somewhere. What do you mean, welcome? This is clearly a kidnapping. Hehe, I'm really sorry. I was quite looking forward to meeting you face to face, rather hoping the two of you would be magnanimous enough to forgive the impropriety. Yes, now that you have been indwelt with my adeptal energy, Mangler, things will become much more familiar. Now, please try the wonders of said energy for yourself. Golden Carp's Leaf. May you glimpse wondrous pearls of water scattered in the wilds of Chenyu Vale, absorbed errant adeptal energy, and now float. Use the energy to transform into a fish and enter them. Once you receive the pearls, you can go as you please, jump, leap vertically, cross mountains and forests with ease, just like the fish. Okay. Let's look at the map real quick. Whoa, how the heck did I get over here? I thought I was over here. Crazy dimensions here. LB, which one's LB? This bottom one? Forgot something important. You see a golden. Can you hear me?
Oh, you're back! Jeez, guys, where'd you go? One moment you were there, the next you disappeared. You scared the life out of me.
We're so sorry. We were just, it's kinda hard to explain.
Fair enough. Well, the mountain road is pretty hazardous, and it's easy to get lost in the fog. So from here on out, stay close to me.
Got it! Let's keep going!
Who's on top of this one? Oh, Leeway, okay. Here I thought we were in Fontaine. Aha! Look at that. So Leeway just got bigger, and now it's sort of greenish. Is that Fontaine over here? I think so. I think we just bonded the two nations. They'll sort of blend. One of the interesting things about it is it must be considered part of Leeway. Also, any of the Oculus before you find will be Geo. Oh, that's good, because I was short on Oculuses. I knew you need to find 7 for a different quest. Got to the next one. We might have gotten all 7 by now, or something. Alright, well, based on the clock, we've got Jane Austen Festival coming up, so I gotta prepare for that. So I'm actually going to put a cut in the video for today. Let me see if anyone else is streaming who can raid somebody. We've got one person who can go raid Leany Honey. I can find my mouse. Turned off my keyboard. I turned off my mouse too. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and raid Leany Honey. And then I gotta get ready for my festival. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll catch you guys next time, and we'll continue with the new year. Try to finish that off. If we finish that, then we'll continue with the main quest and try to catch up. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. I'll try to get on later tomorrow and or Sunday, but who knows? Things happen. I gotta go swimming too. You have a good day too, Dallas. Thank you.